cat. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it?
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
And causing car accidents left and right, and driving locals out of their homes by paying above-market rental prices with welfare subsidized by the American taxpayer. Are these Haitians eating cats? How?
So, first I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and a few sisters out there onto the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. I want to make a quick show through the Spirit. It's not going to be quick. I know it's not going to be quick. But I seen this little documentary on the tube, and this man actually went down there after hearing Trump rant, which that's why I wanted to focus on what he said. And when you hear what he said and the way he is, you know, Trump, when he does his debates and everything, it's about shock value. It's about, you know, selling things people don't want to hear, but there's some truth into it sometimes. And a lot of times you just got to read between the lines, and how Esau puts a narrative out there, and he goes with this narrative, and he's known for doing this throughout his whole existence. And listen to Trump saying, yeah, they snatching up, you know, people's pets and everything like that. You know, for face value, you sit there like, damn, that's some crazy shit. These Haitians are crazy, this, that, to the third. But listen to, and this is an Edomite that went down there to Springfield, Ohio, and interviewed everybody. And you could tell there was something off with this whole entire thing, which I'm gonna do a little commentary on it, and I'm gonna hit a few points on this particular video because it hits a lot of points. All right, and a lot of these points, when you really analyze what's going on, this is all propaganda that is being pushed, and this propaganda is always being pushed like this, especially now that the economy is crashing. The government ain't shit. No matter who you vote for, your lives are gonna get worse. All right. It's funny how I just got stuck on the cat, by the way. But your lives are gonna get worse and worse. So instead of them saying that, like when they asked Kamala Harris of how she's gonna fix the economy, she came up with some bull jive. I want to say it like that. Saying that how she comes from a working family and a middle class family, and she knows what it means to be middle class and this, that, but she's gonna sign something that's gonna help the middle class, and that's all she said. And everybody just, you know, because she's a woman, supposedly this season she's a black woman, and they go with it. And instead of giving you real solutions to the problem, they just gaslighting you every single time, every 4 years, same shit over and over. Is what do you call it called? Recycle, repeat. It's all the same bullshit. So everybody's sitting there, you know, they're saying, oh, she wanted, and the whole concept is like ABC, the host of ABC, they were biased, which I didn't see the thing, because it's either you get some things are being dropped, or somebody's being embarrassed, or it's just the same narrative point. Why my policy is better? Why your policy sucks? And all this other, this is always the same shit. Nothing exciting. So instead of telling the people why their lives are miserable, why you, the average person that's out there, you a citizen that pay your tax dollars, why do you go to the grocery store and the same amount of money that you spent a year ago has doubled and tripled, and you getting less things? Instead of giving you the resolve of that, they said, nope, look over here, look over there. right? And now the thing to look at, which Trump was right, was the border. Now, why I said Trump was right? Because he's right. The border, the issue is the border and the people that's coming in the border. But the other piece of the puzzle is that the people that's coming from the border, once they come in, they get in favoritism. Why is the border open? So instead of people focusing on these things, they focusing on the problem that's there. All right, and the problem that's there all of a sudden is now did the show last week, and really had to think about it when they talking about how the Venezuelan gangs taking over some spot in Colorado, and people just ran with it. So certain gangs and people went over there, and there was some truth to it, but these are not the what's the word I'm looking for? This is not the issue. The issue is, why is it happening? Right? Now, going to the Venezuelan thing, it's going to be I know it's going to be long, so forgive me. When you go to the Venezuelan thing, and had me thinking about it, America never give a fuck about Venezuela, nor their problems, nor when the economy crashed. Matter of fact, they hated Venezuela because of the leader, Chavez. Why all of a sudden now people from Venezuela has more rights than the average American person? Don't you see that they being set up? Same thing with the Haitians. All right, the Haitians, they all Edomites. They hate the Haitians. I don't think you understand. They hate the Haitian with a fucking passion. All right, and it goes back to Haiti kicking their asses out. They never in their life want to deal with that shit. So why the F? Now, when you watch this little documentary, all of a sudden the Haitians are far better, far greater, getting better things than the average local American. Why the fuck is that happening? Why these countries with the citizens that America, the elites, hate so much, the citizens are coming up here, have more privileges than the average person, and people are just eating it up. You're being set up. All right, you're being set up. So like I said, let me get this first scripture out the way. We are in a spiritual warfare on a high level. For us that's in the truth, just continue doing what we're doing. Today is the Day of Atonement. Worry about ourselves. But these things that you see outside of the body and all this other things is all working the way the Lord wants this thing to work out. And Esau, being the devil that he is doing what he does best. It says 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And his main devices is media. All right, and they even use a Jake. Okay, another Jake to go out there and promote this narrative that the Haitians are grabbing up cats and skinning them and eating them, which entails, when you watch this little thing, ain't no fucking rhyme or reason for them to do that shit, period. Because if they getting food stamps and getting housing, they're not gonna do that. The only reason why any nation had done those things to the extreme level, because of famine, because of distress. Even the Vietnamese, all right, they known for that. They known for eating cats, dogs, and whatchamacallit, rats. But some of them, that delicacy that they had, that became after the war with the Americas. And when the propaganda with America, what they do, they spin it. It's when you were down and out, they was like, oh, look what they're doing. And that's what's that what I'm looking for? Not a slogan. It'll come to me. But that's something, a stigma. That's what I'm looking for. That's a stigma that particular race of people will always have, because of the most worst possible scenario. All right, when you're down and out. Matter of fact, let me get this scripture real quick. We can't be ignorant when Esau, whatever Esau's selling us, you gotta fucking double, triple. You gotta really think like, okay, what is he trying to say? Because if you know you don't like a particular people, he's always gonna put something out there. All right, Sirach 12:10, it says, "Never trust thy enemy, but like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." So yeah, we know we walk a certain way in his truth. We know we're not supposed to trust anything that comes out this devil's mouth. You gotta fine comb every detail. Even when he tells you the truth, you gotta question it. Like, why is he getting out of this? Because he's our enemy. He's our mortal enemy. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching. And when you watch, I'm gonna play it, man. This shit's hilarious. When you watch these fucking bum ass fucking Ohioans, all right, and you know, obviously these people are in a low class, period. But they want to take their anger out towards other people that just come in, and they try to tell the guy that's questioning them and everything how hard they work, and in your mind you're like, nigga, please, you devils, you Edomites always took advantage of the system. That's why the system you had privileges. You always took advantage of the system. The system always go your route because it's your system. So now that the system is kind of backfiring on you, you have a problem with that. So now they're acting all humble, like, yo, we work hard and we do this. You ain't do shit. All right, you ain't do shit. You took advantage of the situation all these centuries, and now other people getting better advantage of you. Now you want to complain about it. So they coming around acting like they humble, acting like, you know, they're all for this and that, but their anger's spilling. Yet take good heed and be aware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. And that goes for those people that's these tribes that's coming from the border. You trust in the same system that caused turmoil in your country. Venezuela, which was actually giving out cheapest gas for the poor Americans, all right, an enriched country with oil. The same country that you gave all this cheap gas, look how they overthrown your government, overthrown your economy, and have your people coming spilling over here. Yet you trust these people because they're gonna give you a couple thousands of dollars and better housing. Like they really give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They never did. And you about to everybody. The scripture says the deceiver and deceiver or the Lord's. Those that's being deceived and those that's doing the deceiving, they all work for the Lord. And the Lord's gonna bring in Jacob's trouble via Esau. So all these migrants is coming over here thinking shit is sweet. They got a better opportunity. The reality is they're gonna learn the same devil that gave you all those thousands of dollars an advantage. He's setting you up. Every last one of these, everybody on the chessboard is being set up. All right. No, there's no advantage, no home field advantage, no nothing. Everybody's being set up perfectly. All right. You're stirring up the locals, and the complaints that they're coming up with has nothing to do with anything. Instead of taking the blame to the government, they're taking the blame and their anger towards other people. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. And Esau knows this very well. This is why he's upset. Like, yo, they get all the advantage. Like some other people, they can learn quicker than the locals. So what did I make the locals? That makes them low. They know the formula. They know what the hell's going on. because this is part of their whole thing. I was watching something earlier this morning on Gandhi, and a woman was breaking down how Gandhi was truly a monster, which I'm not gonna really get into it, but Gandhi and his family, or his father and all that, they migrated to South Africa. So when you migrate to another country, you have clear-cut advantage over the locals. So this is a formula that's been going on for a long period of time. School education, this is how people get to go to other different countries and feel more superior than other people. So nobody wants that. And this is something that Esau has been doing for a long time. Alright, it says, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek and take thy seat. And that's what they've been doing. They've been doing that to everybody. Alright, it says, and thou shalt at last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who would pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or such as come nigh a wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner, and is defiled with him in his sins, who would pity? The answer to that is no one. All right, no one. For a while he would abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. And an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. And your position don't necessarily have to be a greater position than they are. If they want to utilize it, use you as a pawn, they will use you. All right. This is why you're not supposed to trust your enemy. Period. Whatever they spilling, watch, observe, understand, because they're obviously up to no good. And it says, and he will weep with his eyes, but if he findeth opportunity, he would not be satisfied with blood. And I was thinking about it too, like how America, every president or supposed president, they all got to go to Apex. All right, they all got to pledge their allegiance to Israel, the land of Israel. All right, no matter which party it is, they all have a common thing. But because money and who really runs everything. But you never see these politicians go and kiss ass the way they kiss ass to these people. All right, why? Because who owns them? So if they don't do that to any other race or tribes out there, that means that you all being used as a pawn, and they're gonna utilize your voting, your devotion to them, so they could destroy you. If an adversary come upon thee, if adversity come upon thee, Salakia, that shall find them first. When the earthquake took place in Haiti, America blocked off every other nation to help them, and only America was supposed to go and help them. I will never forget that. They had Cubans. Cuban wanted to send some doctors and so forth, and they said, nope, we'll send our American doctor. They were the first ones to go out there. All right? Why? Because they're the ones that caused the fucking problem. And all these problems that all these nations are having is because of Esau, Edom. And it says, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. So all this is pretending to help. So now let me get into the video, Slakia. Like I said, it's gonna be kind of a long.
Don't wave at me, you sorry fan.
There was Haitians in a white van driving around the neighborhoods, collecting cats, skinning them and eating them.
In my opinion, they're worthless. Bunch of worthless saints.
They're getting thousands of dollars in government assistance, even the cash assistance cards. They're calling them the magic money cards because they never run out.
Now, there's a lot to unfold right there. You can see the hatred that's spewing out these devils' mouth. She said they call it the magic money card. Now, does that woman look educated enough to understand Creole or Spanish? Because some of the Haitians actually were speaking Spanish. Does she look like she knows exactly how the dialect? So this is why when we see things, to be honest, we gotta use we gotta be more circumspect. What the hell is being spewed? Because all she's saying, she ain't saying shit. She's saying that they call it the magic money card. How the fuck do you know they call it the magic money card? And that's all it could be, just rumors that's being spread. And then now they got the platform and say certain things because they have a certain hatred, because they're not getting the advantage that they had all these years. The advantage that they had is gone from them. All right, which is gonna go from every single last one of them, the Americans and the migrants. Everybody's about to lose everything. But when you see the hatred, the clear-cut hatred, it's like it comes clear what the hell they trying to do or saying. But them letting play on.
Nothing but a headache. All they're doing is raising our rent and our taxes and wrecking vehicles.
Everybody wants to make this into a race issue. It's not a race issue. It's culture, it's accountability, and it's respect.
Since June, they took me off of, I'm a vet. They took me off of the disability.
You're a veteran, and you're competing with some of the resources they're getting. Just came in here?
Yeah.
I need some solutions. I'm losing my mind.
This is Springfield, Ohio. What was once a small town in Ohio, home to roughly 60,000 working-class Americans, until 20,000 plus Haitian immigrants flooded into town with rumors of them eating the neighbors' cats and local geese.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? Now why'd you kill it?
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
And causing car accidents left and right, and driving locals out of their homes by paying above-market rental prices with welfare subsidized by the American taxpayer. Are these Haitians eating cats? How did they travel 2,000 plus miles from Haiti all the way to Ohio? And do the locals and their new Haitian neighbors get along? I pulled up to Springfield myself to see if this was real or overblown fake news. A lot of this is alleged, because I truly don't know what's going on, and neither does Twitter. Twitter is relying off of a few images and a few Reddit threads, and there are rumors that Haitians are taking neighbors' cats and eating them. Are you from Haiti? But
That's why another thing too. You gotta. Esau and his media, his magic boxes. That shit fucking fucks with people's mind. All right, it fucks with people's mind, and people just people are dumb. They're ignorant. They're dumb. They're stupid, they're retarded, and they'll go. What movie did this remind me of? And it's gonna keep. That movie always come in mind. The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he was known for the butcher of Bakersfield. The butcher of Bakersfield. I used that with Nate before because it sounds he's a butcher, but when you watch the movie, the book of Bakersfield, they made him look like he's the one that went there slaughtered a whole bunch of people. And Running Man is about the future. Is a futuristic movie where people their lives are thrown out there for pure entertainment, like the Roman gladiator arena. So to demonize people, they will use AI to demonize the person, demonize the situation, to make the person more worse than they possibly could be. And this is why when they was getting killed, people had no problem, because your mind is what's that word I'm looking for? Your mind's just desensitized to the fact, like, oh, he was guilty anyway. So when you have images of Haiti going crazy, the Haitians going crazy in Haiti, you had a couple months ago, they said that Haitians were eating other Haitians, and so you throw these images out there, the people just eat it up without even looking in depth into certain things. All right, if there's food available, ain't nobody's gonna in their right mind. I don't give a except for Edomites, because they just sick. All right, because that's their nature. You have Jeffrey Dahmer. He had no fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? But like certain things, they paint the picture as somebody that's worse off. The scripture says the accuser of our brethren. So they just throw these things out there, and people just eat it up. They gobble it up. All right.
Does everyone get along here in Springfield?
Yes.
Good?
Good.
Motherfuckers are worthless. Bunch of worthless sand. Yeah.
When did the Haitian neighbors come and move here?
I'm gonna say probably 5 months ago.
Okay. I spoke to a few of them in French.
Look like he does. He honestly look like he don't own that house. But let's say if he doesn't own that house, he's a poor ass angry cracker. All right, just trying to find a reason just to be upset. Okay, and that's somebody that you interview, like. But let him spill his hatred.
They're up there. Don't wave at me, you sorry sand. I tell them like it is. Man, I don't like them. I don't like them, and I want them to know I don't like them. Pack up and move back to Haitieville, where the you're from.
Why did you come here to Spring?
And somebody like that, he interviews, right? But it shows you, hey, at least he's being real with it. He don't like the Haitians, and they should not like him either. You know, there's a lot of BS going on.
Okay. Okay. Do you plan on living here for much longer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard there were rumors of Haitians eating the neighbor's cats and a Canadian goose. Is that true or completely false? No. Okay. Okay.
We've lost the whole.
All right. So what he just said made absolute sense. Now, if you have somebody that's in your group that does something foul, because that person, man, not even in your group, but just somebody that's like you or look like you, whatever, then the whole entire people would looked upon like, oh, you guys are savages. So what he said is absolutely true, and all the Haitians, of course, they're gonna deny it. But when you really see them and hear them out, like, yeah, it don't make no sense why they would do that. All right, but it'll make sense why Esau, the Edomites, would say and do something like that.
Bunch of cats. There was a van pulled over that had over 100 cats in it with the Haitians. They said they was eating them.
Actually?
Yeah.
Not fake news.
Not fake news.
So a van was collecting cats and eating them.
I watched it happen, yeah. Watched them get...
So he just said, hold on. Let's hear this bozo. This motherfucker right here. He said there was a rumor out there being spread that there's a white van with a whole bunch of cats and Haitians eating them. Then he said, I watched it. So was it a rumor or did you see it?
Cats. There was a van pulled...
Okay. Okay.
We've lost a whole bunch of cats. There was a van pulled over that had over 100 cats in it with the Haitians. They said they was eating them.
Actually?
Yeah.
Not fake news.
Not fake news.
So a van was...
I'm stand corrected. He didn't say it was a rumor. He said it was a van. All right, I stand corrected. But here this guy's nonsense.
collecting cats and eating them.
I watched it happen, yeah. Watched them get pulled over with the cats and admit to the police that they was eating them.
You're not joshing with me.
No, I'm almost 50 years old, buddy. No.
You don't mess around.
No.
Twitter is saying that
he's saying that he saw cops pull him over with cats, which is hilarious how you say. So you just walking around and all of a sudden police stops a van and cats there's a cat's leg in a man's mouth. That shit don't make no fucking sense. All right, that shit make no fucking sense at all. But he's like, yeah, I'm 50 years old. I don't have to drive. You know, anything that come out this devil's mouth is fucking bullshit. Cause they're angry. Now, another person made a valid point. I think it was in the comment board. No, actually, I don't know if it's a comment board or not. Cause the comment board was, they all for whatever. They have their own agenda. But there be neighborhoods that have nothing but cats, and all of a sudden there be no cats. And the reason why, because your particular city will go around, snatch up cats, dogs, stray dogs, cats, neuter them, or just kill them off. And I remember back in the days, it was always stray cats and the whole stray dogs. They'll get into a pack, but that was like his little ecosystem. So this devil is going out there doing that. So the misinformation is cats, certain dogs are being taken. Well, let's just blame the migrants. You know? Let me let this
Are eating cats and can't drive. Is that true? True or no? No, okay.
I believe it. Like, I've heard rumors about them taking the geese and killing them and eating them, so I try to stay clear away, because I've even heard about them eating the eggs over there, so I'm like, okay, that's kind of disturbing. They not.
There he is. This is your guy right here?
Yes.
Okay.
So far, so good. I haven't had no issues, but they kind of know us.
And are they chill?
They're alright, I guess. I don't pay no mind to them.
You know, and they're every where. They take our fucking apartments that the landlords make the people move out so they can rent to the Haitians to get more money. You know, it's bullshit. You know, you go to the grocery store, there's no fucking groceries. You know, they give them $3,000 a fucking month plus.
And so now you see where the hatred coming from. You can clearly see where the hatred's coming from. All right, it's coming from a devil, and he's complaining about what's already happening. So you have to blame it on somebody. People are being played right now. Every last one of you are being played at like a fiddle. Your emotions are being drawn into certain things. Why? Because the Lord is about to allow this thing to pop off, which is that race war. All right, civil war. He said a mouthful. And here's the funny thing is, after the pandemic, rent was already got so goddamn high. But now you could take your anger and your vision towards a people that you never liked it anyway. All right, and that's what he's doing.
Food stamps. I'm an American.
Yeah.
Just
And he looked like he eats well, by the way.
like you.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers come from Haitianville, wherever the they're from, and they get everything. They get medical care paid and everything. You know, it's bullshit.
Yet the so-called small hatters get the biggest welfare. They are the biggest welfare recipients on the planet Earth. You never hear Americans cry about that. You see how they're creating a narrative, man.
Where are they getting the money?
The government. They said it's a fucking program for them to
For like migrants, like asylum seekers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're like roaches, man.
Yeah, I get along.
He said they're like roaches. So does that man look like he really cares? Does he that's pure hatred, bro. When you see somebody say like they're like roaches, what do you do with a roach? You kill it. So it's there, bro. The seed is there, the attitude, and Trump just pushed it. Everything's there. They're ready to pop the shit off. All right.
With them, as long as they don't go pulling their crazy machetes when they're out mowing their grass with it.
Have they brought out machetes?
Oh yeah, that's how they trim their yard.
Actually?
Yeah, it surprised me they let them all in, but I think that if they're going to come in, they should be legal and not illegal, and I don't see why they're giving them all this money and everything like that when our people are the ones suffering for all this, for them coming in. I'm getting ready to be homeless. They're getting ready to sell my house because of the Haitians.
Do you think a Haitian will move in?
Yeah, they're coming Wednesday to look at it.
Actually?
Yeah, and when they buy this house, we'll both be out here on the streets. We ain't got nowhere to go. We're on fixed income.
Now you see what he's saying. You see, you gotta read between the lines. They got a hatred because they're the scripture says Lamentations 4:21. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Now we see why they're saying the things what they're saying. They're all starting to add up. Jeremiah, no, sorry, Jeremiah. I said Lamentations 4:21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, and thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked." So you had an opportunity, the golden age of America, where everybody was out here living the best life, which was really Esau Edom. All right, you had the 80s, the what's it called again? Reaganomics and all this other shit. They was living it up. All right, but now the poor amongst them ain't so well. Deuteronomy 30:7, that all the curses that came upon us is going up on them, living in living color. It says, "Thy punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Edom." So when one is going down, they could clearly see they're going down, and another's on a rise. What do you think is gonna happen? Esau, so-called white man's stock is going down rapidly. From your Hollywood, from your finances, for the allure that you are a god on the earth. All that shit's coming down rapidly. And the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the biblical Israelites, is on the rise. Because our punishment is coming to an end. Alright? And it mainly starts with the elect. And the knowledge of who they know, who we know who we are. And they don't like that. They hate that. Now they want to cry wolf. But you should be blaming your elites. Your elites is the one that's causing all this shit. That's who you should go and blame. Is that how they getting the money? The government. So go to the government and complain about that. But you're not going to do that. You're going to complain and do what you do because you already had a certain hatred towards these people anyway. It says, "He will no more carry thee until captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins." And now, payback. I already have Habakkuk on mine. I want to read that in NLT. Let me go. Let this thing play out. There's some more to that. Hold this on deck. I'm gonna jump around after this one.
Yeah, and when they buy this house, we'll both be out here on the streets. We ain't got nowhere to go. We're on fixed income.
Are Haitians paying rent? Are they paying their bills? Are they being paid to live here?
They're being paid to live here. I don't see why they'd have to pay rent if they're being paid to be here.
Who's paying them?
The government. And that's our biggest issue too, is they're taking our schools over and they're running the Americans out of our own countries, it feels like.
The greatest fear is here. Their greatest fear is here, bro. Alright. He could find better people of better quality than that, but this is golden right here. This is golden. Bro, this is their nightmare coming to fruition. This is them. This is what they fear their whole entire existence. That all the shit they have done is coming back to them. And the one thing that they hold to their heart, their government, their constitution, and all that shit is working against them. This is their problem. Let it go.
This country has gone to hell. 12 motherfuckers live there, and there's another 7 or 8 lives right here in this corner house. And 4 of them just moved in here. They ain't in there.
Do you think you'll sell the house to a Haitian family one day?
Hell no. I wouldn't give them motherfuckers the sweat off my balls if they was dying of thirst.
But but I have to say, he's in his right mind. All right, he's in his fucking right mind, and those that are around him should feel the same fucking way. Listen, man, this whole fucking fake love shit, man, that shit ain't going. That shit ain't worth it, bro. It's not. He's showing his true colors 100%, and they probably did nothing to this man, but he's just angry. He's finding a way to vent. All right. They didn't rob him, nothing. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do like how they say in Colorado, the Venezuelan gangs. None of that shit. That's just pure hatred, yo.
I'm for real, man. I am sick of them.
This is
I don't give a f- they put a Haitian in every f***ing house. I'll be the only white person here.
Twitter is saying that Haitians are kidnapping the neighbors' cats and eating them. Is that true or false? I gotta ask the hard questions here.
Non.
Why is everyone coming here?
Haïtien vini c'est pour travail, mais manger chat, non. Parce que non, pas manger chat, non, chat, non. Si nous besoin de viande, manger viande, aller dans Walmart, nous acheter, mais manger chat haïtien, pas manger chat.
Okay. Why did you leave Haiti?
Moi, j'ai quitté Haïti parce que dans le moment pays, il y a un petit genre qui a un problème politique, des autres qui ont passé, j'ai juste essayé de quitter jusqu'à ce que ça arrangé pour me retourner dans le pays.
Barbecue? Civil war? Like,
Je ne sais pas qu'on ait un de monde seulement juste un problème, mais essayer de déplacer. Même pas qu'on ait aucun nom de ce soir qu'a fait ça.
Okay, so just family and friends told him to come here to Springfield? Could you ask him that?
Yeah, his friend.
I see. Okay. Merci. Okay.
I don't eat cat.
Okay. She clarified, I don't need cat.
See how that trash can is right there?
Right there. Yep.
Okay, every Haitian house you go around, it's honestly filled to the brim. There's trash that leaks out onto the corner, everywhere, but we're expected to live clean environment. And then on top of
You know, these people are full of shit, bro. Oh, they're so full of shit. I just had to let that out. I just had to let that one out, yo. She's just full of shit. You see that trash can right there? Yeah. Yeah. Like, look, bro. Oh, man. Sometimes people don't know. If you just move to the neighborhood, you don't know when the trash man comes and pick up the trash. So it's like certain things you see where this is coming from. This is all an agenda. Let this.
with the rise of immigrants and they get assisted living freely, it makes it harder for people like me or somebody else who doesn't get assisted living to find affordable housing.
Are they driving the housing costs up around here?
Yeah. Like nobody.
Big time?
Yeah, like.
What are we talking?
Okay. Honestly, in my opinion, it'll be a surprise if I don't get kicked out so they can boost up the rate on this place. They'll probably fix it.
I see.
Get it where it's looking better and boost.
It's called gentrification. That's what you've been doing for a long fucking time. All right, a good movie to watch is Boys in the Hood. Lawrence Fishburne was breaking it down. How whites would do that. They'll set the property level down of low income housing area, and then kick them out and take over and put the prices up. So same thing that's happening unto them, same thing that they did unto people is happening unto them. And once again, she looked like she don't want to pay her shit regardless. She's just trying to find an avenue to express her displeasure and trying to paint her picture of her in a good situation. That's all it is. You know, that's all. It's like, oh shit, this is an opportunity. Somebody can see my thing and help my cause. You know? That's all it is, bro. It's stupid, buddy.
The rate up on it. They pay $1,200 a month.
How much money does the government give you per month?
Pero el first time me doy como primera vez te pusieron como 500, segunda 300.
Okay.
And it's a lot. That is a lot. But it went down. Check it. So let's check this out.
¿Cuántos Haitians vive aquí en las 2 años?
No tengo un mensual, pero yo nuevo por ahí.
Okay. ¿De dónde eres?
En Haití.
Haití?
Sí.
¿Cuántos meses vive aquí?
Tengo 2 meses.
2?
Sí.
Did anyone tell you to come here to Springfield, Ohio?
Sí.
Did a friend tell you to come move here for a job? How did you learn about Springfield?
Yo tengo mi padres por ahí.
Okay. How much is it to rent an apartment here in Springfield? How much do you pay for rent?
Pero todavía yo no pagué, pero yo vivo con mi padre, mensual cada mes 700.
Is anyone eating cats out here?
No.
Okay. Falso.
Falso.
Falso información. Okay. Do you know many other Haitians here?
Yes.
Yeah? Big community?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. And why are so many Haitians coming here to Springfield in particular?
En plus, haïtien vini site là, c'est parce que yo di site là, gen job haïtien, depuis le vini la ka travail, ça vient permettre que gen l'autre haïtien qui vini. C'est raison.
And then anybody that know Haitians, yo, they are people that just work. You know what I'm saying? Now let me jump to the other point. Yeah, this guy. This is the guy. This is the guy. I'm probably gonna put this in the beginning of the show. But check this out.
Driving around the neighborhoods, collecting cat,
For what?
skinning them and eating them. Snyder Park, our actual park. If a
Hey,
Haitian
you notice that the cracker in the background, right? The bed. He's fucking laughing, man, because he's like, this is some bullshit. Look at his face, yo. You can't make this shit up. Hold on.
They went through, they painted them, cleaned them up a little bit, rent them to them. They pay the rent.
I heard on Twitter that cats are getting kidnapped.
And they paid the rent. So what the fuck you complaining about? Anyway, this.
That true?
Yes, my mom
laughing.
actually seen a post on Facebook. There was Haitians.
She seen a propaganda, yo. And he's laughing. Because he knows it's full of shit. But you gotta push that narrative out there.
In a white van, driving around the neighborhoods, collecting cat,
For what?
skinning them and eating them. Snyder Park, our actual park. If a Haitian is caught walking the grounds down there, they can get arrested because they're going down there and they're killing the Canadian geese so they can take them home and eat them.
I wouldn't be surprised though, because we used to have a lot of cats around here. And especially down here at the end of the street, that lady had probably 50 of them. Now she's lucky to have 5. And the geese down at the park, they're declining. So I don't know if they're eating them too. I guess.
The geese, the weather's changing, you dumbass. But anyway, this shit is fucking hilarious.
It's supposed to be their natural habitat or something or whatever.
Yeah. Do you think this could come to another American town near you?
This come everywhere, man.
Yeah. It's the future of America?
I hate to say it, but probably so. The Mexicans take it up for the blacks, and the blacks taking it up for the Mexicans is odd.
Interesting.
Now there's this. Here's the truth. Here's the truth. He said it's odd. Like I said, I'm gonna put it in.
My country's going down, and I can't.
That's what they fear. All right. No matter what the situation is, however they try to sell it to everybody, their greatest fear is that the tribes come together. All right. Isaiah 11, I believe, 12. And it says, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four quarters of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart. And who's Ephraim? The northern kingdom, which consists of Ephraim down to Issachar. Ephraim, Manasseh, Naphtali, Gad, Reuben, Issachar, I said Naphtali already, Asher. All right, all the southern kingdom, which consists of blacks, which consists of Salakia, the Spanish-speaking tribes, and the Native Americans. Right? So there was a rift between what you would call the southern kingdom, which is Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and the northern kingdom. But something or someone is going to put them back together. And that something or someone, it was Yahushua. That's that ensign. The ensign is a flag. All right? That is the scriptures. So already, automatically, us coming in, calling ourselves Hebrew Israelites, for whatever respective tribe that we're from, that breach is already immense. But for the rest of them that don't know who they are, they come in through the another way. And this is what the enemies of Yasha'Allah fears. All right, it says, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah. Judah shall not vex Ephraim. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west, and they shall spoil them of the east together, and they shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. All right, so the greatest fear is here. All right, I believe it's Zephaniah. No, it's Zephaniah, Zechariah. I haven't read it in a while. Slakia. They know exactly. That's the fear. That's why the propaganda is there. All right, Zechariah 13, 9 and 13. Matter of fact, I started 12. Turn you to the stronghold, you prisoner of hope. What is the stronghold? It's truth. All right, we are prisoners of hope that we be delivered out of this situation. Even to today, do I declare that shall render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, so Judah started from the so-called African Americans, all right, followed by Levi, the Haitians, Benjamin, the Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Guyanese, you name it. They are part. We're all one people. And what was been working for all these centuries is what you call divide and conquer. Now I didn't even get to the point where I showed the nigga that's kind of heading this campaign of what's going on over there. But when you really look at divisive this thing is and why it's so divisive, you understand why they're doing what they're doing. And their greatest fear is here. It says, fill the bowl with Ephraim and raise up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as a sword of a mighty man. So this is why they're truly afraid of. Let me get this in. And I was ill because a couple of weeks. Wow. Pastor Tahar, the last time we had camp, he said there's two main things that Esau is afraid of. And he just mentioned it. All right. It says Wisdom of Solomon, I believe, is 25 and 20. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 17. He shall take to him his jealousy for a complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for revenge of his enemies. Who's that speaking of? It's talking about the Lord using the tribes to come against Esau. All right, and all these other nations. This is what they truly fear. He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate, and true judgment instead of helmet. He shall take holiness for invincible sword. His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. So the Lord is going to use his people to stir things up. Now I said Habakkuk 2. I'm going to read it in NLT. I'm going to just run down through it, just because another part of this is the fear that they had, right? Which is a major thing. He says the vision is for a future time. It's described the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow coming, wait patiently, for it surely take place. It will not be delayed. And we can see it. We can see the pieces coming together. 2nd Ezra the 15th chapter comes in mind. 2nd Ezra the 16th chapter comes in mind. We could see the uprising of the people. We could see Isaiah 19 and 2. All right, the Egyptians against the Egyptians. We could see it now. Things are stirring up, and September. So from November on to next year, expect turmoil, expect chaos, because they painted the picture very well. All right, now things are coming clear. Like I was telling brothers, like, let them fuck around. They'll find out how crazy these Haitians are. You keep talking, they'll let you talk your shit, but don't do nothing stupid. All right, but they are, because something's gonna push this thing to the breaking point. Look at the proud. They trust in themselves, and their lives are crooked, but the righteous will live by their faithfulness to the Most High. Wealth is treacherous, and the arrogant are never at rest. They open their mouths as wide as the grave, and like death, they're never satisfied. In their greed, they have gathered up many nations and swallowed many peoples in their greed. So Haiti, that's supposed to be the richest country on this side of the world, with the poorest, but yet the poorest country. All right, all the Caribbean islands, is some odd reason they live in poverty, but they have all the riches possible, and nobody asks question why, because they're being raped, robbed, and spoiled. Okay, and it says, but soon their captivity would taunt them. They will mock them, saying, what sorrow awaits you thieves? Now you will get what you deserve. You have become rich by extortion, but how much longer can this go? Suddenly, your debts will take action. They will turn on you and take all you have, while you stand trembling helpless, because you have plundered many nations. Now all the survivors will plunder you. You have committed murder throughout all the countryside and filled the towns with violence. What sorrow awaits you who build big houses with money gained dishonestly? You believe your wealth will buy you security, putting your family's nest beyond the reach of danger, which is really talking about their satellites, stations that they have set up, because the elites are going to shoot up while the people down here is going to suffer, killing one another. All right, and the missiles about to drop, they're going to be nicely tucked away. It says verse 10, but by the murders you have committed, you have shamed your name and forfeited your lives. The very stones in the walls are cried out against you. The beams in the ceilings echo the complaint. What sorrow awaits you who build cities with money gained through murder and corruption? Has not the Lord of heaven's armies promised that the wealth of the nations would turn to ash? They work so hard, but all in vain. So we get it. Now the Lord is about to pay back. Everything that's happening is happening for what you have done unto the other nations. All right. So I'm gonna end it off on there. If y'all want to watch the rest, I highly suggest it. Matter of fact, me end it off on this bitch. And the vet, he was on point, because he was like, look, they have interpreters and everything like that. They skip the line because of certain situations. So they just make things up as they go. With everything stirred up. But like I said, let me see. Oh, it's 24. There it is. This bitch. She's a supposed victim. But hear what she says.
My town is going to pot. Everybody wants to make this into a race issue. It's not a race issue. It's culture, it's accountability, and it's respect. And that's the things that I'm not seeing. And the women in this country have fought long and hard for the rights that they have been afforded. And these men in this culture treat their women very badly, and I watch it first.
And you see it. It's beautiful. I'm glad she said that, because yes, the elder brother Sabah has said it too. We all know it. All these people from other nations come. They have their families in order. The man is the man. The woman is the woman. No matter what status, how much money they have in their fucking pocket, they don't play that shit. She said that the women in this country work hard to establish herself. So whatever situation that she had with a particular Haitian, he didn't show no respect, because at the end of the day, she's a woman. All right. So all you women out there that talking about you boss this and you this that, you about to be in the world of hurt, because these men don't see you. They see you as what you are, nothing but a woman. All right, you're nothing in their sight, and y'all gotta realize that shit real quick. All right, the altercation that she had with somebody that shook her. And I guarantee you, she has no man, no nothing, no husband, because she played it field. She got like a gazillion cats, because she's the cat lady. All right, she's that famous cat lady, I guess, that's out there. And the cats are there to compensate her not having a man. So when an actual man put her in her place, she wants to complain. And once again, they don't see you as the way you think you are. They see you as what you truly are. Only the simp-ass American men that was raised in this godforsaken place see, try to give you that respect boundary, that respect factor. So this is another reason why things the way they are. It is cultural differences. It is a race thing. It's everything. And all that madness that they've been selling these nations, a lot of them have not been drinking that shit. All right.
Hand, come on, give me a break. Start acting like you got some sense. The driving of the vehicles is a main sticking point. Haitian men came down with probably a queen-size mattress and threw it in the front yard. Okay. It didn't go very well. I tried to explain.
Because why? They probably the property wasn't taken care of. How many places that we all know where the house looked pretty much abandoned? It looks like shit. So you're like, oh, this is a trash house. And she makes a big deal because she lives there. So it's the poor going against the poor. So that being said, shalom to the elected nations and shalom.